Osama and everyone, good morning, good evening. How are you all doing?
Hello, sir. Good evening. I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Osama, for the time and congratulations on passing your PMP exam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the acknowledgement, sir.
Perfect. So, in this lesson learned session, we will be talking about your exam preparation strategy, the resources that you used, how much time you spent in the entire preparation process, and how many mock questions you solved, what was your percentage. We'll be talking about everything, right?
Right,
So,
sir.
so let's start with your brief introduction. Specifically, tell us about your total project management experience.
Right, sir. Sir, before going into that journey, I had a total of 10 years experience in construction industry. So it was a bit of mixed experience in project management, construction management, and contract administration. So PMP was on my cards for many years. Uh, my negligence and self-commitment, lack of self-commitment, I wasn't able to go for the exam or do the preparation. So this time I you motivated me and I joined your batch and Alhamdulillah, sir, here we are.
All right, perfect. Thank you for introduction. Okay, so how much total time you spent in the entire preparation process? When did you start and when did you take the exam?
It took me around 1 month. 1 month. I watched your pre-recorded lectures you gave me, and then when the batch started on the 11th of May, I joined the batch, and then from there on, I was prepared, and the mock test you gave me was very helpful. The quality of the, I must say, sir, the quality of the mock exams were top notch. The questions really helped me clear the concepts, and the mock exams really helped me with the patience to sit in the exam for for 4 hours, and it really molded my personality to sit in the exam and to do the test.
All right, absolutely. So how many mock questions did you solve, if I ask you in terms of total number of questions?
Sir, around 1500 plus.
Around 1500 plus. And what was your average score in those mock tests?
So it varied. Initially, it was around 70%. Then you teach me some concepts and you recommended me some strategies. And then when I adopted that strategy, so it went up to around 80%. And yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Which study resources you used during the entire preparation process?
Sir, your pre-recorded lectures, that they were very helpful. And for the knowledge areas for which I didn't understand some terms, some terminologies. So I referred to Rita as you recommended me. So I referred to Rita for some knowledge areas like scope management, quality management, and I think so for risk management. Only 3 to 4 areas. Otherwise, other than that, I just stick to your pre-recorded lectures and the PMP batch where we started our journey.
All right, absolutely. So you studied, you went through recorded lectures and then you did mock test. Perfect. So
Yes, sir.
one thing that I noticed, for example, whatever I told you to do, you followed exactly the same thing. Like for example, if I tell you, okay, do this mock test today, by evening you completed that and you sent me the score. How did you manage time? Like it was like you were just doing this. How did you manage that?
Right, sir. That's a good question because during the job life, it is very difficult to find the time. And if someone is married, then it is very hard to find the time when someone come home. Uh, you know, your children are there, and you have to do the household chores. So, sir, I managed to find time between my job between my job timing. I managed to extract around 2 to 3 hours, and that was enough to solve the mock tests. So that's how I went through that strategy, and that's how I solved them all the mock exams, and I gave feedback to you and updated you about my progress every day. So, and so one more thing, Uh, During my job timings, I had a little bit, off. So there was no pressure. The workload was some sort of, not to do much. So I was able to extract more time, 2 to 3 hours. Otherwise, sir, during job timings, you only find 1 hour. That's the break. So that's how I was able to find the time, 2 to 3 hours. And you also told me in the beginning, when I had a call with you, that if you give 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours per day, then you will be able to clear the PMP within 1 month. So I stick to that strategy and I followed your instructions, and here we are.
Absolutely. One thing that, differentiates you from other students is that you were consistent. Every day you were you were following the strategy, you were going through lectures, you were solving mock test. And on average, I guess you sent me around 10 to 20 voice note every day.
Around, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, when I solved a mock test of 100 questions specific to knowledge area, then I had some queries. I had some queries regarding terminologies. I had some queries regarding concepts, and I had some queries regarding what I have done wrong. So I quickly noted it down, and then I texted you, sir. Please help me clear that. Please clarify that. And so you were really supportive. You answered my every message, and you answered my every query. Your continuous support is what I am here today. Without your continuous support, I may not able to be pass the exam.
Absolutely. If someone is dedicated like you, I would love to respond. I would love to help. And that's what we did. And today you are PMP certified. Perfect. All
Yes.
right. So, Osama, tell me, we have gone through almost everything during the course. You solved 1500 mock test. Was there anything that we couldn't cover during this process that you saw in the exam? The purpose of this question is to ask you, um, as the lecture and mock test, are they enough to prepare for everything for the exam?
Sir, I think it is more than enough. It is more than enough because in the exam, I didn't find any terminologies that I had to cram or I had to memorize. All the questions were situational or, sir, process related. You don't have to memorize terms like group thing, group shift, and otherwise, in mock exams, and you gave me, there was some terminologies that felt difficult. I asked you that terminology, sir. What is crystal family? What is sir extreme programming? Sir, what is technical depth? What is that? What is that? And sir, I think the mock simulator we did on the last day of the PMP batch, that was really helpful. So that gave me the boost, and the exam questions you gave us in that mock simulator, same scenario was presented in the exam, PMP exam on exam day. More like same, sir. So, sir, I think the course is more than enough. If you follow, if everyone follow your strategy, if everyone follow your, like you said in at the first day, if everyone just follows your notes and your recorded lectures, then I think it is enough to sir clear the PMP exam. Nothing more than that. And like you said, we have to stay consistent. Consistency is the key. So you have to stay motivated. The main point to join your course is that you have to find some kind of motivation. If you are alone, you started preparation, then at some time you thought, so okay, I will do it 1 month after. So when you join a batch, you stay motivated. You join a group of fellows, they share updates. So through that process, you stay motivated, and you self commit yourself, and then you go for the exam. And here, so we are, alhamdulillah.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key. Yes. If you stay consistent and you spend 2 to 3 hours on daily basis, trust me, everybody, this exam won't need more than 20 to 25 days, right? That's it. So
Right.
Sama joined first class on 11th of May. On 24th of May, when he scored 82% in the last mock, I said, go ahead and take the exam blindly. So on 24th of May, he was completely ready to take the exam. Then he booked the exam, found the slot, and it took us like 6, 7 more days. But
Yes, sir.
practically, he was ready in 20 to 25 days to prepare for the exam. All right.
Right.
Sama, what's your advice for all of us here or anyone who wants to prepare for the exam?
Sir, my advice is to stick with your strategy, stick with your course, and don't try to memorize. I tried to memorize, sir. I tried to memorize some terminologies, like I was scared if any question comes up regarding that. So I wrote down some a bit difficult terminologies. I made a glossary. Like you said, you have to make your own glossary. You can memorize that easily. So I made a glossary. Maybe, sir, if someone sits in the exam, there may be someone 1 to 2 questions regarding terminologies, regarding definitions. What I found that there were no questions regarding memorization or terminologies. As if they were asking you, what is that? What is that? What is DoD? What is group thing? What is group shift? So my advice is to, sir, all of the PMP aspirants there and all of my colleagues there, sir, that follow your strategy, follow your guideline, and hopefully, inshallah, everyone will clear the PMP and stay consistent. Consistency is the key, sir. And your mock exams, sir, again, I will say your mock exams are top quality. That helped me a lot. Even I have some weak concepts regarding risk management or scope management, but solving the mock exams cleared my concepts. So I would say, sir, stick to your guide, and inshallah, everyone will clear the PMP exam.
All right, fantastic. Now let's talk a little bit about the exam, and then I will request everybody if you have any question you can ask Osama. So, what was the percentage of waterfall versus agile or hybrid in the exam?
Sir, most of the questions were related to agile, and some questions were related to hybrid. There were less questions related to predictive life cycle. And the first half, which had 60 questions, then you had a break of 10 minutes. I gave the exam in exam center, sir. I didn't opt to give the exam online because, if you had any kind of distraction, they can cancel anytime. So they can, anything can go wrong. So I opted to take the exam in the exam center because in the exam center, there is a, scenario that you are sitting in the exam and you are just looking at the screen and you are solving the questions, you are committed. The first half of 60 questions was a little bit easier. The second half and third half were a little bit difficult. The next 60 questions, the 60 to 120 questions, 120 questions, 120 to 180 questions are difficult. And I got my scorecard. So in the process group, sir, I scored on target, and in people and business domain, I scored above target. So overall, I was above target. But a lot of questions were related to agile. It really tested your concepts.
Yes, absolutely. Agile is really, really important for your exam. So do not ignore that area. Okay. Apart from Agile, were there any key topics that you saw in the exam where students should be focusing on? Any other topic?
Sir, the course which we have covered, the exam questions were related to that. I don't think so. There were any questions related to other than the course. A lot of some questions were related to drag and drop questions related to risk management. Means there is a scenario and there is the options, so you have to drag and drop. That were a little bit difficult questions. And some questions were related, a lot of questions were related to scope management. And agile, sir, agile cover a lot of questions. So more, I think so, 50%, 50 to 60% exam come from the agile.
Absolutely. Agile, and as Osama mentioned, scope management is really, really important. And based on the experience of other students, there are a few topics which are really, really important for your exam. So, agile, scope management, risk management, and leading project management team, people management. These are
Yes,
some critical topic for your exam. Okay,
right.
perfect. So, Osama, how did you manage time during the exam?
Sir, when I solved 1500 plus questions, when I started solving the initial 100 questions related to knowledge areas, I started the timer and I stick to that timer. And that's how I practiced solving the question exams within the time limit. and that really helped me. And in the mock simulator that we did on the May 25th, so I was able to do the questions 15 minutes earlier. So time management, sir, I think so it is not that kind of issue. If you solve 1500 plus questions, so I think you are ready. You are ready to solve the exam within the time limit. So I think so it is not any kind of issue. One thing, sir, that once you solve 60 questions, and if you flag some questions for review, then you have to review that section. Once you skip that section, you cannot review that section at the end. I think you know, sir. You know that, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Means you like if you solve 180 questions and then you flag 30 questions and you thought that I will review all the 30 questions at the end of 180 questions. It's not like that. Once you solve 60 questions, you flag some questions for review. You have to review that questions, then jump on to next section, and then you have to review, then jump on to next section. You cannot go back to the previous section.
Absolutely. So, in order to manage time in the real exam, you need to do timed quizzes before the real exam, as Osama mentioned. And also, on the last day of our training, we conducted a full mock test, right? 180 questions. And I told you, everybody, whatever you're getting in this mock test, that will be your real score in the real exam, right? So, do timed quizzes. That is really important. And yes, what Osama is referring to, exam is divided in three sections. So in first section, you will be having 60 questions, then there will be 10 minutes long break, then 60 questions, then 10 minutes long. So two breaks. So once you complete a session, right, and you take a break, you cannot come back to that, right? You won't be able to see first set of 60 questions. Then you can only see 61 to 120. And once you complete your second section, right, then you can't come back to the 61 to 120, right? So if you want to review the same question, you need to stay within that section. Once you take the break, you can't come back. All right, perfect. Osama, thank you so much. I think that's it from my side. If any of you have any question from Osama, feel free to ask. Anyone, please, any question regarding PMP exam prep? You can just unmute yourself and ask him.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Aziz. I know I've been away for quite a long time. Not actually a question. I just want to say thank you so much for your support. I've been following all your questions, your communication. Where I've not taken my exam was because when I had a clash of program. So I said, okay, when I finish this, I'm coming to PMP. Just like Muhammad said, that he registered in 2022. So now that I have time to commit now, when I saw this, I said, that is it. Congratulations to you, Muhammad, Osama. Congrats. Allah will put barakah in it for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here today, extremely happy. You can't actually understand my excitement hearing from you. You have been able to remove some of the fears I had. And I support what you said about our fantastic lecturer. Amar has been very, very wonderful, very, very wonderful. I hope once I take my exams, I think I will follow your advice. That will be consistent. Make sure you do all the practice, be committed. And those are the key words that I learned from you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Best of luck. Best of luck, Aziz.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aziz, for appreciation and kind words. Thank you. Anybody else, if you have
Sir,
any
I
question?
need to add something on this, on Osama's statement. The thing is, as you know, yesterday I just completed with my exam. I have done with my exam. So it's my experience that whatever Osama said, like it's a better to take the exam at a center. It's my personal opinion because I agree with this because I faced a lot of issue initially. You can't move during the exam. There's a room checking ID, all the verification, and the thing is, like it was a very tough process online. So I would suggest everyone to take the exam at a center. in between my exam was revoked one time because my ID card and was not showing exactly properly. So they told me that we are just about to relaunch your exam for after 5 minutes. So there was some issues. I was not getting any exam dates for this week. That's why I had to take it online. So luckily in my case the question came from as I told you, the 1500 set of questions, whatever I have solved, I got the same questions in the exam, and hopefully the result turns out good. But I can't say anything right now.
Thank you so much, Sumita. Absolutely. If you solve those 1500 questions, you'll cover all possible concepts, right?
Right.
So exam would be from those concepts only. So yes, absolutely. So thank you, Sumita, for sharing your experience.
And thanks a lot, sir. Without your guidance, it could not be possible in my case. Like, you know very well, like how many times I felt like very demotivated and all.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm happy that all the support was helpful. Perfect. Anybody else, any other question? If you have any question from Usama, feel free to ask. No question? All right. Osama, thank you so much. I think we are done. We have covered almost every relevant area. Once again, congratulations on passing the PMP exam. And this is what I told you when you first called me. Like, I promise you, you'll be certified PMP in next 30 days, right? And here
Right,
you.
sir. Right. Yes, I remember that, sir. I had a one-on-one call with you, and you told me that you will pass the PMP exam in 30 days. So, sir, I must say, I want to add one thing that there are many instructors out there teaching PMP exam, but I must say, sir, your way of teaching PMP is really exceptional. Uh, you really involved us in the discussions, and you just don't teach us to get the PMP exam pass. You teach us the project management. So you taught us the project management, the whole project management knowledge areas, the whole processes. So, sir. I am very thankful to you. Good luck, sir. May Allah bless you, sir. Inshallah, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Osama, for kind words. And this is what I love to like when I see my students happy and when they achieve their target. This is what motivates me. And I just want to, if I'm saying something, I try my best to make it true, right? That's why we worked really hard every day together to make this happen. And today you're PMP certified. And all of us, right? All of your group fellows would be PMP certified in the month of June, right? We are trying hard,
Yes.
and this lesson learned session is organized so that they get motivated. And Sumita has already taken the exam, and I'm sure she's gonna pass the
Sir, I
exam.
need to say something on this about your. Like, I often wondered, as I told you, I often wondered how you are able to remember details about each and every candidate by also giving them such thoughtful attentions. And I have come to realize that I have chosen the right mentor. Whenever I feel low, the thought that, sir, you said like will ask, and you always pushed me to keep going and stay committed towards the direction towards the PMP certification. Thanks for that.
Yes, absolutely. That's my job, right? That's my job. This is what I do. So, thank you so
Yes.
much, everybody, for joining. And I hope all of you are fully motivated to take the exam the way Osama did and Sumita did. And I want to see all of you. So, there were roughly 24 students in the May batch. I want all of you to pass the PMP exam in the month of June, right? Stay in touch with me like Osama. Osama was in contact with me every single day. And as I mentioned, he sent me around 10 to 20 voice note every day. You can send me email, you can call me, you can text me. Just stay in touch, keep me updated, and I'm here to assist you 24/7. And I'll be very happy to see you all certified PMP. Thank you so much, everybody, and special thanks to Usama. And once again, congratulations. Take good care of yourself. Bye.